Waiting, waiting, waiting for it to go live. Hello, 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 hello. Waiting, waiting, waiting for it to go live. Hope you all are doing well today. It is 7/8/2025. The time is 3:51 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the East Coast of the United States and a bright and beautiful Fayetteville, North Carolina. Okay, you guys, so I have news for you all. We have some flooding here in my town right now from the Cape Fear River. These areas that are being affected are by Fort Bragg, downtown, but not major flooding yet. Just this is what we have for today. We have a flood warning now in effect until late this evening. The flood warning continues for the following rivers in North Carolina: Cape Fear River at Fayetteville affecting Cumberland County, Little River at Manchester affecting Cumberland County. Minor flooding is occurring Cape Fear River at Fayetteville until late this evening. Impacts at 32 feet. Action stage. Banks of the Cape Fear River begin to overflow. At 35 feet, minor flooding begins. The boat ramp and lower parking lot at Riverside Bait and Tackle off Person Street are flooded. The stage and lower seating area at the Cape Fear Amphitheater are flooded. At 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time Tuesday, the stage was at 35 feet. Forecast: the river is expected to fall to 23.8 feet Sunday morning. Flood stage is at 35 feet. Flood history: the crest compares to previous crests of 35.1 feet on 3/5/1994. So, we are going to have some flooding. Recommended action: turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. And they will be issuing a newer statement later this evening. So, you guys, Tropical Storm Chantal also killed 2 people here in North Carolina. So that is sad news. There have been 3 deaths, 4 tornadoes confirmed, according to ABC 11. What they stated was many in central North Carolina are dealing with remnants of Tropical Depression Chantal, which brought heavy rain Sunday night, causing significant flooding across the region, and was blamed for 3 deaths in central North Carolina. A Chatham County woman, 83-year-old Sandra Hirschman of Pittsburgh, died after her car was swept away. A Person County woman who disappeared while on her way to work in heavy rain Sunday night was found dead Monday in Orange County. And in Alamance County, 1 person died south of Mebane. County Attorney Rick Stevens confirmed. In that case, Alamance County deputies responded just after 11:30 p.m. Sunday to a report of a missing person at Jones Drive and Callaway Drive in southeastern Alamance County. According to Brian Tucker, a spokesperson for Alamance County, the caller said that he and a friend were driving separately in the area and lost sight of each other. Deputies found the vehicle off the roadway, covered in running water approximately 50 to 100 yards from the road. A water rescue team found the man dead inside the vehicle. The victim's name has not been released. On Monday, the National Weather Service confirmed at least 4 tornadoes touched down as Chantal moved across the state, leaving a path of destruction. The areas hit by tornadoes included Sanford at Raleigh Executive Jetport, Moncure, Pittsburgh Road area, Hart Pine Drive in Mebane, and in Alamance County along Mount Hermon, Rock Creek Road at Snow Camp. All lanes of Interstate 85, Interstate 40 were closed in both directions on Monday near Durham and were expected to reopen in 24 to 48 hours, according to the North Carolina Department of Transportation. Authorities urge people to stay off the road, but if not possible, go slow and do not drive through water. Thousands were left without power after the storms, according to Duke Energy outage map. Thousands of customers across central North Carolina are without power after several storms sparked warnings moving through. Several counties are under flash flood warnings, flood advisories, and flood watches until later Monday. However, today is Tuesday, and we now have more flood warnings. But here is a total of the rain that fell. Moncure got 11.92 inches. Hillsburg got 10.49 inches. Chapel Hill got 10.05 inches. Mebane got 9.73 inches. Hurdle Mills got 9.15 inches. And Northwest Durham got a whopping 8.46 inches. So that is the news regarding what is going on with this latest information for Chantal. I do have some pictures, but I'm going to try to show them. Let's see what I can do here to show y'all what is actually currently going on in my neck of the woods. This is for Cumberland County. This is for the, whoops, let me see if I can do this in a way that y'all can see them though. Okay, I want to give y'all a picture. This is right now. This is Person Street here in Fayetteville. So this is Person Street here in Fayetteville. You can see there's flooding. The water will reach up to around here before it goes back down. This river, this is the Cape Fear River, you guys. So it just shows, and it's not flowing. It doesn't look like it's flowing as fast as it usually does. So this is the Cape Fear River. This is across Person Street downtown. Usually it's a lot more of a drop, and usually a lot faster, but I'm not seeing very much rip current through here right now. You can tell the water is definitely up in the trees here. So here's another one. The water's up in the trees. You can see the trees are standing there. Usually the lake is out here. That's just one set that I have. Right now, let's see if I can find this. Oklahoma is also flooding, you guys. Here is a picture of the areas that flooded, the camps that flooded in Texas. You can see it was Camp Stewart for boys, and these are the camps that sustained damage. Camp Honey Creek for girls, Camp Rio Vista, Camp Sierra Vista, Jellystone Park, Guadalupe River, Texas Lions Camp, His Hill Ranch Camp, Harmon Sons Life Camp, Hilltop Camp, Camp Mystic, Heart of Hills, Camp La Junta. So those are, and I think I said Camp Windemar, and then Camp Stewart for boys, Camp Honey Creek for girls, Camp Rio Vista, Camp Sierra Vista. Those are all the ones that were impacted in Texas, and they have had more flooding. So right now, there's also been flooding down the river from me. Let me see here. This is Fort Bragg, by Fort Bragg Spring Lake. This is maybe about 4 miles from me. There is flooding over here as well. That is, make sure I got the right information here. There was a traffic alert. East Manchester Road is currently closed between NC Highway 87 and Clay Target Center Road due to flooding. Please seek alternative routes and avoid the area until further notice. Turn around, don't drown, never drive through flooded roads. Even shallow water can be dangerous. That's coming out from the 18th Airborne Corps. Okay, so that's what I had for you guys as far as weather. I hope that everybody will be safe and heed any types of warnings. The reason that we are seeing water here is because the Cape Fear River has to drain back to the ocean. And I think I showed you guys the map yesterday. And where we are, the Cape Fear River comes up through this way and towards Fayetteville and then off up into this area towards Winston-Salem. So the water has to drain back. So if this area was flooded, all the water is coming down the river. So it's causing flooding as it goes back out. But if we look here, I can show y'all that we are going to have, and this is setting me up for Charlotte here. So let's get Fayetteville. We're going to have more rain this afternoon as this area here moves in about 5 o'clock, 5:30. So as you can see, this area that has gotten rain already on the other side of Fayetteville is going to get more rain. So we're looking at more flooding. So you guys be safe, be careful out there. All right, you guys, check in chat real quick before I go on to earthquakes. Juby Joe, driving about 14 hours plus, didn't know there was an extreme curve in the mountains and rainy, dark, and I kept wanting to go straight. An Angel tractor trailer guy passed me and then slowed down. Are you driving right now? I hope not. You shouldn't be on the phone driving. Okay, let's move on to other news. I'm going to give y'all a real quick life update real quick. I'm not doing too great, but my granddaughter's birthday is tomorrow, and I will not be doing any videos tomorrow unless something major happens. Tomorrow she will turn 7 years old, and I intend to spend my time with her. All right, you guys, there's my life update. If you want to contribute to her having a birthday party, that would be awesome. I have a PayPal below the video. Okay, next, we are going to go on to earthquakes. I am going to pull up and do Canada first because Canada has had some earthquakes today. Canada had a 4.2 right here, 53 kilometers southwest of Lobie, 3, British Columbia. So we can see our earthquake is over here. This was our 4.2 that occurred. We are going to go look at the region. So let's get this in here. We're going to go look at this on Google Earth. So we can go see what's over here. Mountains! Yay! Hey, I want to go up there because it looks nice and cool. According to us, we've got 97-degree heat here, which is really hot, and it's sticky. You got sign, and it's yuck. All right, so anyways, as you can see, this looks like an area where snow comes down the mountain. Be a nice skiing area. Looks like Cambridge Peak. So let me see here if I can get this to pull up. This is Cambridge Peak, but I can't get it to pull up. Okay, borders and labels are turned on. Photos. Turn on photos here. I don't want to turn on that. All right, so looks like the snow comes down through this way. All right, runoff. However, we can look right here, see that there is a volcano over here. And this is the Bridge River Cones. That's a volcanic field. So if we're seeing earthquakes, we probably have a volcanic field here. We have a picture. Isn't that beautiful? Silos Provincial Park. All right, so this is Silos Provincial Park. There's lots of little pictures along here. And this is Mount Good Hope right here. So I don't know, this says Mount Queen Bess? Or does it say Boss? I think it says Bess. Don't want to trick that one. All right, so that's what we got for Canada, is a big old earthquake. But Canada has had a 0.1. It had a baby quake today. It was 15 kilometers south of La Malbaie, Queen Charlotte. Then there was a 1.0, a 2.7 suspected industry-related event, 23 kilometers northwest of Dawson Creek, British Columbia. Let's go see what's there. Because we got an industry-related event. Will it be fracking and oil? Ding, 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 ding. Probably fracking and oil. Yeah, fracking and oil. Hey, maybe the pump blew up. Yep, right there. Nice, Jack. Okay. Fracking and oil. Yes, I'd say it was an industry-related event. And this is Kiskatona Park. That is beautiful, though. Okay, what we got next? All right, then we've had a 2.5, 13 kilometers north-northwest of Kispiox 1, British Columbia. Let's go see. I am not doing the 0.1. That was too small. We just threw that back. Got to get a drink of my coffee. Okay. Well, this one looks like it might be near houses. Maybe they felt it. Who knows? That's a big house right there. But then again, that looks like wood is being cut down here. So could it have been a tree falling in the woods and nobody heard it? Ding, 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 ding. Hello, welcome to the channel, everybody who is checking in. Please remember to hit like, subscribe, and share. All right, we are going to move on to the United States' earthquakes so we can see what's going on in the United States. Did I just close Google Earth? I sure did, didn't I? I'm doing great. I thought I was closing the other one. Ooh. It did. I was closing Canada. Canada, you're over with. There, get out of my way. Okay. So when we're looking, you can see that it looks like there's two over here, but I don't know what date those are. They are today. There was a 2.3, 26 kilometers west of Petrolia, California. There was also a 2.9, 8 kilometers south of Petrolia, California. What's a west and south? Huh? That says it's west. This says it's south. Oh, maybe Petrolia's right here. That's Punta Gorda. Well, this map here doesn't do really good at showing locations. We'll have to forgive it. That's on the 7th. 7th. 6th. Don't see anything there. That's the 6th. Moving across country here. What we got over here? 7th. 7th. Now, note, remember on my Google Earth, these earthquakes push up into California. So we've had a 2.3. And that one was 22 kilometers north-northwest of Barstow, Canada. I mean, California. Haha. I just got off of Canada. Forgive me, you guys. All right, what we got here? That's on the 5th. Why they got the 5th on here? A little bit of swarm going on there. Okay, let's move across country here. As you notice, the East Coast is quiet. So we should be expecting to see something over here on the East Coast soon. However, what we got here? That was on the 7th, which was yesterday. There was a 4 kilometers west-northwest of Ridgely, Tennessee. So, you guys, the movement is starting over to the East Coast, but I don't think we're going to see anything really big on the East Coast. And then we've had people talking about they think there's going to be a big earthquake here in California. I'm going to say I don't think we're going to see anything more than a 5. And we're going to look at EMSC real quick because I'm going to pull up Gulf of California. So we're going to pull up Gulf of California. And we're going to look for earthquakes. These are all the ones that occurred on the 7th. There was a 4.4 and a 3.2. Okay? I'm going to show y'all where those are located on Google Earth. Wait, I want the 7th. Duh. Okay, 7th to the 8th. Search. All right, we've had 2. Sport to KML. We'll see where I think these are going to go. So these are all the way out here. There's one there, one there. So next activity we're going to see from these is probably up around here. And then we'll see activity over here. So that's how that usually works. So you're seeing this one out here. This is the Gulf of California right here. So you've got one there, which is a 4.4. You have one here, which is a 3.2. And I believe they were both 10 kilometers deep. That one's 6. So what we'll see is the activity comes up this way. We'll come up into here. And then we'll cause activity over into here. So the most we could see is maybe a 5. And that's because, as you can tell, the arrow points the way. 50 millimeters per year. All right. Let's take a look at our other earthquakes that are going on EMSE. And these are our 5s today. Yesterday was kind of busy. There was a 6.3 off the west coast of the South Island of New Zealand. If you missed it, I did a video for New Zealand yesterday. My first in a long time. Then there was a 5.0 Crete, Greece. Let's go take a look at this. 29 people actually felt it. And these are our biggest earthquakes for yesterday and today. But this was reported by 29 people. And this was off in the ocean. That's kind of wild that they reported it because it was off land. However, it is near the Eurasian African transformed boundary. So what they probably felt was plate movement. And as you can tell, this area here is a convergent arrow. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can get the information for it. It moves 9 millimeters per year. It doesn't want to tell me that, but there you go. Moves 9 millimeters per year this way. All right, let's get the next one on. All right, there has also been today a 5.0 near the coast of central Peru. So, you guys, I looked these up in real time along with you guys, so we all learn together at the same time what's there and what we think. So this one was off the coast. So we can see this is Peru. Ballestas Island is over here. Then, if I'm correct, no. All right. This is a South American convergent boundary, the Nazca Plate. All right, South American Nazca Plate. Don't see much more here. We have the continental rift boundary right here. So this area is going to be in constant motion. The next earthquake was a 5.2 in the Bismarck Sea. That is over there near Australia. Other side. All right, here we go. Well, this is a movement area. The central Bismarck Sea, there is a volcano here. This is the Bismarck Sea volcanic province. It's a fissure vent. So we may be seeing activity there. We have the Australian Pacific plate here. And the continental rift boundary runs through this way. So this is an active area. And this is a transform fault. So this is expected activity. And as we back up, we can see we have Australia here. And I heard somebody say that they thought that the earthquakes were unusual lately. I don't think so. I think they're actually pretty much normal. All right. We had a 5.1 in the central mid-Atlantic ridge. It was 10 kilometers deep. Get in there. Alright, so we're out of here, transform boundaries. Let's see which one this is. This is a divergent boundary. South American, African, South American, divergent boundary. Then there we have our transform boundary. Same South American, African, South American, transform boundary. And as we can see, this is down further, so we'll have one up to here, and then up to here. Finally going this way, or this way, but most of the time this way, as it goes towards Iceland. So this is the start, so our next one we should see should be over in here. But I think we saw one here, so we'll probably see one here. Let's look and see if I'm correct here. Nope. Okay, so we're going to see another one. Alright, and then the Bismarck Sea also had a 5.2 and then a 5.3. Those are pretty much in the same location as this one that I just showed you guys. So that rounds that out. So let's see what we have for fours. Alright, so as we see, I don't even want to say that, Kep Tenabar region, Indonesia had a 4.9. And near the coast of Ecuador had a 4.6. Sumbawa region, Indonesia had a 4.1. It was 98 kilometers deep. Then we had a 4.4 near the north coast of Papua, Indonesia. It was 98 kilometers deep. I don't know what's up with the 98 kilometers deep over there. Then there was a 4.2. Mindanao, Philippines, 144 kilometers deep. Then we've had a 4.9 central mid-Atlantic ridge. It was 10 kilometers deep. Let's go see where that is. Because I bet ya that's the one that I thought it was. Ha ha ha. Let's see here. Okay, we have one there. I bet it's going to be up about here somewhere. So that'd be the one that I thought that was there. Oh no, it's the same area. Ooh, maybe that's an aftershock. Doubt it. Okay. Alright. Maybe it was downgraded. Alright. Okay, so we're still on the fours here. Alright, then a 4.2 offshore Jalisco, Mexico. 12 kilometers deep. Then there's been a 4.8 New Britain region, Papua New Guinea, and it was 10 kilometers deep. Then there was a 4.6 Kermadec Island regions, 35 kilometers deep. Then Mojoca, Mexico, had an earthquake, 4.1, 8 kilometers deep. Central Kazakhstan had a 4.4, 8 kilometers deep. We could go on here, but I'm looking for these. We had that British Columbia, Canada, 4.2, 5 kilometers deep. Let's go see where they show it at. Because, you know, we looked at Canada already, so let's see if it's the same spot, according to EMSC and NR Canada. That would be interesting, right? Because, you know, these things like to put them in different places. Okay, let's go see. Whoa, they actually put it in the same spot. All right. I've seen it all now. Yay! Okay. Alright. Well, at least they got the sizes almost correct. Alright. Oaxaca, Mexico had a 4.3, 119 kilometers deep. Hokkaido, Japan region is still shaking. Ryukyu Islands is still shaking. There was a 4.0 in Hokkaido, Japan, 130 kilometers deep. Then we've had a 4.4, 534 kilometers deep in Fiji, which is a good start for the new week. and a 4.3 southern Peru, 192 kilometers deep. But Ryukyu, Japan, has had a 4.1 and a 4.7. One was 20 kilometers deep and the other was 8 kilometers deep. Then we got Mindoro, Philippines, had a 4.4, 137 kilometers deep. Then south of Fiji Islands, ringing in for the big deep one, 4.9, 550 kilometers deep. There's going to be some bigger earthquakes off of these two, you guys. All right. Then Tonga had a 4.6 yesterday. So these two are yesterday. South of Fiji Islands was the 4.9, 550 kilometers deep. And the 4.6 Tonga, 110 kilometers deep, were both yesterday. All right, so there we are, catching you up with the earthquakes that have occurred today. I hope you guys are doing well. The rest of this video is BS, so if you'd like to stick around, it's just me hanging out and talking to the people in the chat. So, hey everybody, I hope y'all are doing well. No idea what y'all are talking about. Richard's wife's name is Wife. Okay. So anyways, you guys, it is a beautiful day outside. I will show y'all. I ended up, like I told you guys, I changed my internet service and I got a new phone, right? So, oh my goodness, this phone has 4 cameras on it. 4, but takes beautiful pictures. I sent one to my friends. You want to show? Oh, you want me to show your trip this morning? Sure. Let me get to Facebook. Facebook. Richard had an interesting trip this morning, and somebody tried to run him over. Let's not have people try to run people over. That's not nice. Okay, let me see if I can find it. All right, so let me get this up here. There we go. Let me get this set so y'all can hear it. He had rain. As long as there's no music. Okay, so that was, whoops. Don't need y'all seeing my Facebook. Okay, so Friendsbook. I call it Friendsbook. Facebook Friendsbook. Okay, so anyways, yes, Richard looks like he had an awful drive this morning. And anybody looking, Ron is going to be going live here soon. I just saw a message from him that he will be going live on Emergency Management Associates channel here soon. So probably within the next 10 to 15 minutes. So I will be ending my live stream so that I can go over there since I help moderate. That's if my daughter doesn't need me to do something real quick. But as I said, tomorrow I will probably not be live because my granddaughter's birthday is tomorrow. So if y'all'd like to send me something to help her celebrate, that would be awesome. Anyways, you guys, my PayPal is below the video. And anything you give goes to her. Anyways, you guys, I love you. I hope y'all are doing well. Please take good care of yourselves and each other. If there's any big updates, I will be back on at a moment's notice and give you another update. I'm going to tell you, I did see people talking about California is going to have a big earthquake. Well, everybody's been saying California is going to have a big earthquake for a long time. And you know what? They're right. Eventually, there will be a big earthquake. But for right now, I would say, go out, live your lives. And when something happens, it happens. You're not going to be able to change nature. But you can stay prepared. You can do things to make yourself safer. All right? So anyways, you guys, I love you, and I will see you all on the next video or live stream. Please be good to yourselves and each other. Richard, thank you for being here. Juby Joe, thank you for being here. Everybody else, thank you for being here. I think I also saw Sage Pup. Sage Pup, thanks for being here. And everybody else who checked into the chat, commented today, and hung out with me, You are loved. Anyways, you guys, I will see you all later. Thank you. And this is Rebecca signing out.